Welcome back to Excel with Ernest. Please like, share, and follow Tech is Rain on all social media platforms. Let's get right into it. In the previous video, we talked about the if function. In this video, we'll be going into the filter and the remaining Excel terminologies. Now, the filter is displaying only rows that meet certain criteria. The filter allows us to extract a subset of data from a range. So, if you are to use the filter, we can highlight all this, come to our data tab, put filter, and you'll see a drop down. We can here remove all and select only baller, so we can filter to show only baller, all that has to do with baller. Now that is just how you use the filter function. Now we have three questions that we need to answer under the filter. We say we should filter all sales made by Bola, filter all sales in the Lagos region, and filter electronic sales only. Now to do this, we first highlight our data set. We highlight our data set. Now the first question is filter all sales made by Bola. Now we come here and click filter. As you can see, we have a drop down on each of the headers. Now to filter all sales made by Bola, what we do is we go to the salespersons column, that's column C, click on the drop down, deselect all and select only Bola, then we click OK, and then we see only the sales for Bola. We filter all sales for Bola, so only Bola total sales will be showing here. Secondly, we have filter all sales in Lagos region. In Lagos, click this drop down, we deselect all, click on, we select Lagos and OK. So we have only for the region of Lagos, we have the product and the chairs and everything. So all the sales in Lagos are this is all the sales in Lagos. And then filter electronic sales to show only electronics. Just select all and click on select electronics, and here we have it. We have our electronic sales only. Now secondly, the named range. Named range is assigning a name to a cell or a group of cells. Now let's remove this. We want to name a cell. Why is this naming of cell important? I'll show you. We can assign a name to this cell. To name a cell, we go to the formulas. While on the highlighted cell, we click define name, and the name of the cell, let's name it something simple. Let's say we'll call it sale. So now we've officially named this cell sale. Now let me show you why it's important. So we go into sale equals to sale. As you can see, it's showing here sale plus showing 60,000, because that is what is here. That's what is on this place here, 60,000. But we can use it as a formula. Sale plus a, okay, that is okay, h2. Sale plus h2. That's 120,000, because we added sale plus sale, which is this h2 here is 60,000 and the sale is 60,000 as well. That's why we have the 120,000. Now where this assigning of cells, where this naming of cells comes in, is when you want to when you want to uh, you when you want to add cells, when you want to use a formula, we don't really have to go through the A1, A2, this and that. We can just use the name that we've assigned to the cell as follows. Let me show you. So let me show you how that is done. We go over, we highlight this cell H2 to H24. We highlight it. We go to our formulas, define a name. We'll call the cells. Call it sales. Or we've already used sales. Let's use cost. Let's call it cost. Since we've already used sales, let's just call it cost. So after that, equals to sum of costs. Now as you can see, the is highlighted from here to here. Rather than writing H2 to H24, all we can do is just writing the cost, bracket close, and enter, and we have the total of everything. So assigning name is good when you want to use functions. Then the next and last on our list is the data table. A data table is a tool for what if analysis. We can also use this data table is basically like for filter. So to use the data table, you first highlight your data set, go to the insert tab, click on insert table. My table has headers, and click OK. You can customize your table in the table design. You can customize it to be black, white, green, orange, so on and so forth. Now let me show you one cool trick to do with this table. On the table design, we can see here that the name of our table is table 1, right? So we come over here, click equals to sum of table 1. Then we use this bracket and write total sales, bracket close. So now we can find the sum of total sales. We can also find the sum of unit price, the total unit price. We can find the total unit price. You can add it. Once you click your equals to, first close the bracket, click your equals to, it will show you the total unit price. You can do the same for total sales. You can do the same for all the others. That is one of the things about this table. It enables quicker calculations, and it organizes your data sets in a visual format. And that is basically all for Excel terminologies. We'll continue more on Excel in this series as we progress. Thank you for staying with us. Ernest out.